Chemu, Chemu, Chemu. Okay, you welcome to the 2025 edition of the Energy Personalities Outreach Program. It is an initiative of the Ghana Energy Awards where we connect students to energy leaders to inspire the next generation with knowledge, values, and career insights that will shape Ghana's energy sector. And today, that's the reason why we are gathered here. And before we will begin, I'd like to introduce our distinguished guests. We have on the immediate left the Ghana Energy Awards Event Director, Engineer Henry Taylor. Please give us a wave, and students, please appreciate it. Next, we have the CEO of the LMI Holdings, Mr. Kojo Eduhini. We also have the General Counsel of the Petroleum Commission, Madam Nana Ekia Eche. Also, we have the Assistant Headmaster for Academics, Mr. Samuel Bohete Nelson. And also, we have the Assistant Headmaster for Administration, Mr. Stephen Yeboah Sr. Okay, so we are moving straight into today's event, and we'll have our Female Personality of the Year 2024, Madam Napier J, to give us a speech that will inspire you to make good career choices. Please, without wasting my time, can we have Madam Napier J? Permit me to stand on the existing protocols. That's the high table, and then the students that I stand on the existing protocols before I make my speech. I think that the presentation will be in two parts. So after I have this short script that I'll read, and then after that, I'm sure there'll be interaction, engagements with you all. If you have questions, if you have other concerns that you want us to talk about. But basically, like the ladies spoke, Stephanie, we are just here to inspire you all and to let you know that the sky is the limit. There's no limit to anybody, irrespective of your background or where you go to school, whether you go to school in the best or top school or in Chemu Secondary. Like I just heard, you guys strive for the best. So I'll just read my short script, and then we'll take it from there. It's a pleasure and such a great privilege to be here today to stand on a topic that lies at the heart of personal growth and success. Developing the right character and values as a young person. What does all this mean? We live in a world that celebrates achievement. And when I mention achievement in this context, I put the word achievement in inverted commas. Achievement in this context refers to good grades, popularity, money, influence, you name it. But is that really what achievement is? To an extent, achievement could be any of these, but would it be enough just to tick one or all of the boxes? To me, what matters is what sustains all these things, which is something deeper but less talked about, and that is character. Character really is you. You are character. As C.S. Lewis put it, character is doing the right thing when no one is watching. I believe character is actually who you are when no one is watching. And I dare say that it is what culminated in the famous adage in the Akan language, Suban, Otide Nyinsen, Moti Biara, Obepui. To wit, character cannot be masked. It is spontaneous. Character sums up the set of moral and ethical qualities that guide your decisions. They shape your reputation and define your legacy. It is something that is developed consciously and out of consistency. It is something that must always be born out of a habit. The resultant effect of consistency and persistence of habits of a person is the strength and the confidence that you gain. The essence of one's character defines the strength, the power, and influence one wields. I say this because I have learned over the years that strength has nothing to do with physique or financial capacities. It's grounded in morals and emotional qualities. The strength of a person is manifest in the demonstration of one's values, the management of difficult situations, and how we relate or treat others. Now let's break it down. Let's try and understand character and values. Character sums up your moral qualities. Your moral qualities are simply a consolidation of the pattern of your thoughts, your behavior, the choices you make, what you say, and your actions. I have identified 5 key elements of character as follows: integrity, discipline, courage, compassion, and humility. Character is built from your values. Now, what are these values? Values are beliefs, principles, or standards that define what is good, what is desirable or important to an individual or group, guiding their decisions, behavior, and motivations. Your values are the light that guide and illuminate your path. They are your internal compass. They help you navigate life, its complexities, challenges, and the temptations that come with it. They act as a personal compass, providing a framework for making choices, setting goals, and fostering relationships, and are often learned from family, culture, community, schools, and other engagements that you have. Examples of values include honesty, professionalism, justice, respect, teamwork, hard work, leadership, courage, humility, empathy, discipline, kindness, and integrity. These are not just mere words. They are daily choices that must be made. Every time you decide to tell the truth, even when it is hard, to show up on time, to respect others, or to simply keep your word, you are building your character brick by brick. No matter who you are, perceived or real, fake or real, without strong values, you will drift. You are easily influenced by what's popular or convenient instead of what is right. This takes me to my why character matters. Character matters because it acts like a parasite and at the same time a leech. It never goes away. Your being and character are inseparable. The treatment or the way you handle character is therefore central to your outlook and success. That is why it's easy for talent and intelligence to take you far, but character is what sustains. Character can keep you grounded or derail you completely. For example, a brilliant mind without good character can be very destructive, either to others, to yourself, or both. What everyone must know, whether you believe it or not, is that whether it is leadership, business, relationships, etc., people don't just follow competence. They look out and follow trustworthiness and loyalty. And that's the basis and the foundation of a good character. Good character earns respect. It opens doors that degrees alone cannot. It helps you to maintain the right composure. It creates opportunities. And more importantly, it protects your peace. This is because you live by principles and not by pressure. For these reasons, it is essential that one develops the right character from an early age. Developing the right character does not happen overnight. It's a lifelong process shaped by your surroundings, your associations, your choices, your habits, and your influences. So do not despair if your character requires some form of adjustment or resetting. Here are a few tips. You must stay focused by beginning with developing yourself and staying prepared. Always being conscious and on your guard. You must make a conscious effort to manage distractions, especially in the digital age that we find ourselves in, from TikTok to Instagram to you name it. Limit the time you spend on social media. Learn to say no to things that do not serve your goals. Rather, spend your time on meaningful things like continuous learning. These days, there are several free online courses you can enroll in. And believe you me, once you start, you will not stop. You must set clear goals. Remember, you cannot set a goal or remain focused when you do not have clarity. You must practice self-discipline. Learn to do what is right, not what is easy. Character grows in moments of resistance and consistency. For instance, when you choose effort over laziness, patience over anger, or honesty over deceit. You must manage your time wisely. Create a daily routine, avoid procrastination. Tomorrow I'll do it. I have time. My assignment is not due till a week's time. Do it the first day and use your time to do something else instead of lazing around or hanging around with friends. And then the last minute, you're not scrambling. Please, have you done your work? Can I copy your work and all of that? Know your values. Define what matters to you. Truth, kindness, excellence, service, faith, or discipline. Choose your influences wisely. The people you spend time with shape your mindset and behavior. Surround yourself with those who inspire integrity, not shortcuts. Show me your friend, and I'll show you your character. Take responsibility. Don't blame others for your mistakes. Growth begins when you own your own actions and learn from them. There's one thing that a lot of people, particularly in Ghana, don't value. But one thing that will take you everywhere and anywhere is humility. Learn to serve others. Learn to be of service to anybody around you, older, younger, your peers, anybody. Don't blame others for your mistakes, as I said. Your true strength of character is seen in humility. And more importantly, how you treat people who cannot or do not do anything for you. We have the tendency to, let me hold the assistant headmaster's bag or assistant headmistress's bag, because when I hold it, she'll be favorable to me. Do things to people that you think they don't matter, because you never know. They're the people that you will meet even still on your way up or when you're coming down, and they may be of help to you. You must make it a point to uncover the real you. Know your strengths, your weaknesses, what triggers you, what you like, what you don't like, how you learn. Don't follow somebody who says, me, I chew everything. Just do it your own way. Because when you do things the natural way, your character is developed in a better way. There's no way you can grow what you don't understand. Once you discover who you are and what matters most, You can work on what your boundaries are. Once this is established, you must draw the line and never compromise on operating within those, and you must never compromise on operating within these boundaries. Do not cross the line. Principles are principles. But even in the midst of all this, do not be discouraged, because we're all human, if you miss a step. But quickly adjust and recalibrate. What you can also do is to reflect and realign or even adjust your goals, because maybe you would have set it too high or too stringent. But work within what you're comfortable with. Now let's bring this home. What does value mean to the average person in today's world? The current generation face a lot of pressure that is unique. Social media comparisons, quick fame, moral confusion, material distractions, to name a few. These pressures make upholding strong values that I've enumerated above old-fashioned and very unpopular, and in essence, revolutionary. So that's why you need to make that extra effort and tell yourself, I am going this path. But what you must all know is integrity, humility, and perseverance may not trend online, but they will always stand the test of time. In conclusion, I am convinced that as a young person, your future is not just about what you achieve, but who you become in the process. For that reason, I urge each and every one of you to build a life rooted in good character and sound values, keeping at the back of your mind that success without values is empty and short-lived, and that success built on integrity lasts forever. So ask yourself each day, am I becoming the person that I want to see when I look in the mirror? Am I becoming the person that I want everybody to follow, everybody to see as a role model? If you can answer yes to that, most of the time you are on the right path. If not, then you must, as I always put it, start all over. It's never ever late to start all over. I will pause here as I look forward to an engaging session where we can interact more and talk about real life experiences. But before then, I leave you with these 3 guides. Consistency breaks resistance. If it defies, it requires silence. And I mean silence means don't get involved, don't talk about it, just stay away. And the little big things always count. Humility, service, integrity. Thank you very much for your kind attention.
Thank you, Madam Ikweje. The little things always count. We are to live by principles and not by pressure. And I hope from her speech, we are going to shape our characters, right? Okay, up next, we'll welcome the CEO of LMI Holdings, and he is the 2024 Male Energy Personality of the Year.
I'm going to walk in the aisles. I hope you don't mind. Okay, so I'm going to start. Chemu. 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 Good. So, Madam, what do you want to do when you grow up? I'm going to ask a few of you, so just be careful. And if you hide, you'll be the person I come to. So, what do you want? Okay, she wants to be a nurse. And don't forget, we're talking about the energy sector. She wants to be a nurse. Okay? So, for those of you who hide, I will come straight to you. What do you want to do when you grow up?
Scientist.
You want to,
Scientist.
you want to? You want to be a scientist? Okay. Now the man. My dear friend, what's your name? Michael. Michael, what do you want to do?
He's an artist.
A pencil artist. A pencil artist. Okay. There is something about all of us. When I was your age, I didn't know what I wanted to do. If you had asked me one time, I wanted to be a pilot. Another time, I wanted to be a doctor. Another time, you know what to do. But as you grow older, you make choices, and it's the choice you make that gets you where you are. Okay, I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I went to St. Augustine's College, a university in the UK, so I had my university education in London. And after a while, I decided I wanted to come back to Ghana. I had done some very big projects in the UK, some very huge projects. But when I came back, I couldn't get what to do. So what did I do? I was a fully fledged engineer with all the degrees, but I couldn't find a job. Then someone comes to me and says, I've got a garage. Would you build a garage for me? I jumped on that, and that's what started my journey. The lady that spoke before me talked about character. It is everything. It is everything. That's what people are going to see in you. You might be clever. Being clever, being hardworking, all of that will get you into the room. But to stay in the room, it's character. We talked about humility. We talked about two other things. Okay. Persistence, determination. I'll tell you some of my other life experiences. After I built that garage, a company saw me, a big company, and then they said to me, can you go and do another big project in Kumasi for us? Who knows what a tank farm is? You know what a petroleum storage tank farm? Raise your hand. Tank farm. If you go to the Tema oil refinery, you see all those big tanks, okay? They are what they call tank farms. So we were going to do a tank farm in Kumasi. The problem was I didn't even have the money to take government transport or whatever it is to Kumasi. I didn't have the money. They said, go and look at the job and then come and bid for the job. So what did I do? I had enough money to take trotro, and I took the trotro to Nsawam. From Nsawam, I got to Nkoko, and it was all trotro. And from Nkoko, we got to Konongo, and from Konongo, we got to Kumasi. It's what you call determination. After that, I never looked back. So in everything that you do, just be determined. Never, ever give up. Never give up. It will be difficult. It will be difficult. Never, ever give up. Okay. Now, I've spoken about character. I've spoken about traits. Now, let me focus on the energy sector. Okay. Now, there are lots of us here who are not at all thinking about the energy sector. Who gets affected when there is doomsday? Please raise your hand if you get affected when there is doomsday. You don't get affected when there is doomsday? So we all get affected when there is doomsday. So why do we not want to go into the energy sector? Why don't we want to produce a lot of electricity? Electricity, energy is the lifeblood of every economy. And it's what keeps us going. If we don't have electricity, the hospitals don't operate, people die. If we don't have electricity, there are no jobs, we go back home. The energy sector is everything, except that we think it's so far off. The reason why we are here today is because we went to put up a solar farm, a rooftop solar farm. Now, how many of you know about solar rooftop solars? How many of you? Everybody knows about that. That is what is coming. It's the sun. Every time the sun comes up every day, it has a lot of energy. And we need to harness that energy. And that's what we do by building all of these solar farms and all of these rooftops and so on. So what I'm saying to every one of you is, please, 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 there is a lot to do in the energy sector. The lady that said she wants to be a nurse, if you go on the rig, in the ocean, you have nurses working there. As you look at that, think about that. Some of you are going to go onto the universities. You don't always have to be an engineer to be in the energy sector. You can be, the lady here is a lawyer, but she's in the energy sector. You can be a nurse, you be in the energy sector. You want to do economics, you can be in the energy sector. So please, 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 as you go on your life, think about all of these, think about the opportunities. We look at the energy sector, we think about fuel, we think about petrol, we think about other things, but there are so many other things. These days, we've got nuclear coming on, we've got hydrogen coming. So I am going to ask some people about what they think more about the energy sector. So I am coming to you. What's your name? Prince. Prince. Okay, tell me, if I say energy, what comes to mind?
Energy is the ability to do work.
Good, excellent. Energy is the ability to do work. But you have to harness it. You've got your personal energy. You've got other energy, okay? There are lots of energy. We've got what they call LNG. Who knows what LNG is? Who knows what LNG is? Okay. If I say gas, do you know what gas is? Everybody knows what gas is. Okay, so you can put enough gas in a gas bottle, okay? But you can put a lot more gas if you compress it and it becomes liquid. Then you have a lot more gas. So LNG is when you've compressed the gas till it's become liquid. Then you can transport it. So you can take it to Burkina Faso, you can take it. So these are all forms of energy. So there is a lot to be done in that sector. So all I say to you is, guys, ladies, just focus, just look at what's there to be done. There's so many other interesting things in the energy sector. Nobody has said to me they want to be an electrician. Who wants to be an electrician? Who wants to be an electrical engineer? Sorry. You want to be an electrical engineer? You want to be an electrical engineer? Who wants to be a petroleum engineer? Who wants to make a lot of money? Okay, so I will end up by saying, if you want to make a lot of money and in the sure sector, go into the energy field. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Eduhin. It says if you want to make so much money, where do you go to? Okay, so now it's your turn. We've heard from our distinguished guests, and now we'd like to take questions from you. To help us do that, we'll have Mr. Kwame Atiase.
Chemu. 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 Good morning once again. Would
like to express our gratitude to our two personalities here. You know, they are very busy people, and they are very, very big people who we are privileged to have here this morning. For the male personality, he is the CEO of LMI Holdings. And then he has 27 years of exposure to the construction industry. He's a civil engineer. 27 years, I'm sure there's no one here who is even 25. Hey, this age here, there are some people here like that. Okay, so he has 27 years of experience in that field. And his company has another subsidiary, which is Helios Solar. And then what they have done is to build Africa's largest single rooftop solar-powered panel. It's 16.82 megawatts. I know some of you might not understand the scale of what he has done, but it is very huge. That as a country like us, Ghana, we can be proud to see we have this coming from someone here with us. So let's give another round of applause to the CEO. And then for our madam, who is the General Counsel at the Petroleum Commission. How many of you have heard about the Petroleum Commission? Oh wow, what have you heard about it? Shame them.
What I've heard is that it's like the commission that takes care of like everything goes with petroleum and diesel, everything that is.
Oh, let's clap for him. So he has done well. The Petroleum Commission is more or less the regulator in Ghana's upstream sector. And then all the oil that you've been hearing, it passes through them. And she is the General Counsel at the Petroleum Commission. That's anything relating to legal issues. So I remember Mr. Eduhini was asking some of you what you want to be. I didn't hear anyone saying, I want to be a lawyer or I want to do anything relating to the law field. She has so much experience in government agreements, bilateral agreements, in the mining sector. You want to be a constitutional lawyer?
International relations.
Impressive. So she wants to be an international relations lawyer. So right after the program, rush to Madam and then see how she can guide you. So we'll open up the floor to these two people. But once again, let's also show appreciation to Madam for coming this morning. I'm going to take 3 questions. They've spoken about so much and they've given us a lot of advice. So we'll take 3 questions. Anything that you want to ask our personalities over here, you just lift your hand and then I come to you. But those 3 people will leave here with something. So incentivize you people. So anyone who has a question, you raise your hand.
Okay, so thank you. I am Dorcas Braco, and please, I want to ask, we ladies like this, we are prone to such things. So I want to ask, me for instance, let's say I want to become a lawyer, and at this point in time, my mom or my dad is not financially stable. What do you think I could do?
It's a very important question. Another question.
I'm Vida Mwanabur. My question is, if I want to become a petroleum engineer, what are my requirements to reach that state?
The final question should be from a guy, a gentleman. Why a guy? This guy, the way he's asking questions, he's a chaco. Shabri.
Okay. My name is Albert Torres de Graft Johnson. Okay. My question is, as I want to be an electrical engineer, like what's number one, what am I required to do? And two, do I have to how many years this do I have to go through, and like the phases and stages I have to go through before I become. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We'll just add one more from a guy so that it will balance. Hey, is there a guy's hand? One gentleman. It's like the shakos they are here.
Please, my name is Nathaniel Niamati Boy, and I actually want to ask this question. I want to become an astronomer, and that in Ghana we don't have the universities for the astronomy fields. So is it like, should I give up on that job or go to another field? Maybe I'll be good in that field than the astronomy field, because it's really hard to achieve like astronomy fields in Ghana. Thank you.
All right, so thank you so much. Clap for yourselves. So we would give the first question to Madam. That's on what to do if you want to become a lawyer, and probably the finances are a bit demanding. And then the question on what to do to become a petroleum engineer. For Mr. Eduhine, who look at the phases one can go through to become an electrical engineer. And the last question was on whether to give up on becoming an astronomer.
Okay, thank you. I think it was Dorcas who was talking about wanting to be a lawyer but may not have the means. So from where we are all coming from, the basic thing is to apply yourself. First of all, you must have the grades. Once you have the grades, you're done with 70% of your problem. Because until you get to, let's say, university, SHS is free. So you just have to make sure that you get the grounding, get the good grades, learn a step or a level even ahead of what you're learning, so that you make the good grades to get to the university. I'll give you an example of myself. I went to Chemu school. In Form 5, I decided that I would drink coffee to stay awake so that I would not sleep, I can learn. Guess what? For 4 days before the exam started, I couldn't sleep. 4 days, and I mean literally 4 days. I could not close my eyes. By the second day, I was just in tears because I couldn't sleep. And I was just, like restless. I couldn't read, I couldn't sleep. Coefficient 0. But of course, I'm sure because I had done some kind of work or preparation before the exams, I managed to get somewhere. So I had to go to my second choice school, which was Laboni Secondary School. When I got to Laboni Secondary School, I decided that I'll be doing buy and sell and be learning. What I'm trying to say is, once you know your situation, like I said, identify your situation, identify your goals, and match them. These days, there's a lot of things on Instagram. People are selling on Instagram. They are selling on Facebook. Even juice, orange juice, which, you may think is complex, or even soap making. There's a lot of TVET schools that are undertaking free classes or training in soap making. You can try and be doing something for yourself as you get along and develop or go to the next levels. There's opportunity to have a scholarship, but like I said, that comes back to the foundation. Do you have the grades that meet the requirements for you to be given a grant or a scholarship? I tell you what, when you're doing all these little things, right now when you go to the universities, 3/4 of them are paying for themselves. They're actually doing, little things, selling this here, doing cutting cake here, things that are not too expensive. Don't look at the big picture. Come to the small pictures. Do the little things. When I was young, I used to sell mango. I used to live in an area called Kolebu. At Ebiokoshi, we would roam in people's houses, be chased by dogs. We will go and gather mangoes, buckets, and stand at the junction, close to my house, used to call Kolebu Junction. And we will sell the mangoes. We will sell mango, we will sell orange. We always had money to do something. So what I'm trying to say is, don't limit yourself. Look at the opportunities that can get you, first of all, somewhere, but the most important, for the free ones, you have to work for it. But as they say, there's no free lunch. So for the scholarships, the grants, there are a lot of them. If you make the grades and you walk into any office, any institution, and say, here are my grades, but unfortunately, I cannot pay my school fees. I cannot pay this. You get more than 10 people to help you. So what I would say is, try and apply yourself to your books, first and foremost. Once you get the good grades, there is no limit. And then match it with character. Be ready to serve. Sometimes I tell people come for national service in our office. When they send them, I didn't come here to come and go and buy this. But you know what? Those who do the little things, they are the people we retain. Why? Because they are ready to serve. So in life, service, humility, and applying yourself to your books is all you need. Ms. Dorcas. So I hope I've answered your question. Okay. I just answer, I think you said your name was, what was your name? Albert. Okay, so let me just answer a portion of Albert's question. In the petroleum, or should I say the upstream petroleum industry, yes, she wants to be a petroleum engineer, so I'll leave it to my colleague. But I just wanted to touch on yours. So you see, in the upstream petroleum industry, don't look at length. How long will it take me for me to be an engineer before I be this or that? Once you have your basic sciences, the upstream sector only looks at certification. That is all that they require. So now we are even talking to universities and other, second level institutions to move a little bit away from the, should I say, the mainstream engineering and go to certification. That's why the TVET service is very, very important. It's a shorter cut, and I'm telling you, if that's what you want to do, it will get you the job. Don't be an engineer and you don't find a job, especially in Ghana, because in Ghana, it is a limited space. So there's not much engineers that can be hired anyway. But we have people coming from outside, even Suriname, Cote d'Ivoire. They come and do the work, and Ghanaians are complaining. We are here. We are engineers. But once you don't have the certification, because it is a very volatile environment, nobody will hire you. So you have somebody who is just a diploma holder coming from, let's say, the United Kingdom. But because they have done certification level 1, level 2, level 3 in electricals, we have electrical certification, we have instrumentation, those who want to be scientists. There's a lot of certifications that you can get in the sciences, apart from also the arts, but in the sciences. That will get you a very good job, and immediately you'll be paid more than half of the CEOs in Ghana. So you can also explore that avenue. As for my astronomer, please don't give up on Ghana. You never know. Maybe you will be the first person to take us as a country to space. But once you apply yourself, that is what you want to do. Put yourself to it. So many jobs that you can get outside Ghana. And I'm sure it's even preferable to you, even though we want you to stay in Ghana. But don't limit yourself and don't think that because there's no school, I won't be able to get anywhere to learn what I'm determined or I really want to do. Once you apply yourself, like I said to Dorcas, once you apply yourself, you get so many scholarships because listen, the astronomy, should I say the field is very limited. So they need people. So once you do, you just apply yourself a little bit above average. You get so many scholarships. Thank you very much.
I'd like to continue from the astronomy side. Okay. What's the gentleman who wants to be an astronomer? You. Okay. Before they find all of these oil fields like they do, they don't just go. They have satellites that do mapping. Okay. And guess who controls the satellites? The astronomers. So if you want to do astronomy, like my lady friend said, like Nana said, don't give up on it, okay? You can go to all of these companies, GNPC, you can say to them, listen, I want to be an astronomer, I know it will help in this field. Ghana is a developing country, so we tend to want practical things that will help us go on, okay? So if you go to these companies, your GNPC, you have even the civil aviation, all of these companies will encourage you, so don't give up, okay? All right. Now to go back to my the questions, one wanted to know what to do to be an electrical engineer. Is that correct? You want to know? Okay. First of all, you must have certain basic things. You must be good in math. You must be good in physics, okay? And if you like it, it's with anything in life. It's with anything in life. If you like something, you put more effort into it. If you put more effort into it, you get better at it, okay? So your math, your physics, and so on, if you're good at it, you get to a university. There are lots of universities that are offering electrical engineering, okay? Always aim for the top. They always say, always go to the top. Aim for the moon. If you miss the moon, you land on Earth. Don't worry, but aim for the top, okay? There is something I also want to say. Start early. Go to a place where they do electrical work. You can go to ECG. Just say, look, I'm a young guy. I want to be an electrical engineer. I want to come and be spending my holidays with you. Once you have that experience, once you come for a job employment or employment and you have that experience, they would give you a job. Let me say this as well. I'll just add it. If you're looking for summer job, I'll give you my number. After this, come and work with us, okay? All your holidays, come and work with us. Okay. And I am making this offer to 10 of you. I'm making this offer to 10 of you. Okay. But it has one condition. It has one condition. One, you must be recommended by your headmaster as being excellent, because we only take the top. You have to work hard. So if you come and say, hey, Mr. Duhini, you promised to offer us a job for the holidays, the first thing we do will be to go to the school and say to the school, is this person okay? Is she not okay? Is she hardworking? So long as you work hard, it will open all doors, okay? So for those of you to get far in life, start now. Don't wait till you get to university, start now. go and look for those jobs, okay? Before I go, I'll talk to the school authorities. I'll tell them the sort of field we're looking at, and then you can come to us. We are in Tema in the Free Zone Enclave. It's not far from here. So you can get some pocket money for your school, okay? Okay, so there we go.
Wow, that's such a wonderful opportunity for you students. Can we applaud Mr. Edwini once again? And to Mr. Edwini, we are thankful for creating an opportunity for the students to have practical learning. Madam Ekweje, we are also grateful for your insight and all that you discussed with them. Now we'll proceed with group photographs. We are going to have our energy personalities, the school authorities, and some students come up stage as we take the photograph. A round of applause for them, please. We'd like to take this opportunity to thank the school authorities for granting us today and for making this possible. Without much ado, I would like us to rise as we exit the auditorium, as our personalities exit the auditorium.
The 9th Ghana Energy Awards. Nominations are officially open now until October 31st. Under the theme, repositioning the energy sector as a pillar of national development. Categories include the Energy Personality of the Year, CEO of the Year, Energy Sector Operational Resilience Award, and many more.
Submit your nominations today. Visit www.GhanaEnergyAwards.com.
Proudly endorsed by the Ministry of Energy and Green Transition.
Media partners. For sponsorship and inquiries, call 030-394-0300.
Ghana Energy Awards, a legacy of redefining excellence.